guys? How you guys doing? It's your man, Coach Richie Coach Babs. Welcome to the Think Strong, Be Strong channel. If it's your first time, thanks for joining. If you're an avid watcher, welcome back. It's been a minute. I think it's going to be like my next catchphrase now, innit? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'm pretty sure one of you is going to put in the comments, bro, it's been like 6 months. But it hasn't been 6 months. But it's been a minute. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share button, hit the notifications bell too, so you know when I do drop a video. So you don't have to be like, yo bro, how long are we waiting for you? You just hear the ping and you know I'm about. Without further ado, y'all, it's lockdown part 2. Let's get it cracking, shall we? So yo guys, so we back and we here and it's lockdown part 2. And I was stuck for a while trying to think, you know what can we talk about? What can I inspire people to want to do? Or how can I motivate you guys into doing something? And then I was talking to my friend. We have our catch-ups. We have our check-ins that we do every few months just to see what's popping, where we at, and everything. And she not, I was telling her how I kind of ran out of motivation. I guess I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. And as we're talking, once again, the universe, thank you, deposits something up in my head. And we were talking about lockdown. And while we're talking about lockdown, I was saying, do you know what it is? I'm not going to get into the politics per se, but a lot of people are wising up to whether or not it's as severe as things are. And we skated over that topic for a moment. And like I said, I'm not gonna jump on here and talk about what I think about COVID, unless somebody asks me what's my views, then I'll do a separate video on that. But my friend, she was talking about, how she's moving the business and the business that she's setting up for herself and what she's doing. And here's what I said. I said this, right? I said, look, we're in a second lockdown, but it doesn't mean things have to be locked down. Hear me out. Like my mom would say, let me die before you bury me. Things don't have to be locked down per se. There are things you could make happen right now in this period of lockdown that you probably wouldn't be able to get done because maybe you're working, or maybe there are other outside commitments that you have to attend or do. So you don't get to put in enough time into the things you say you really want to spend time on. Now that is a business that you are trying to develop. Maybe creating that website, maybe painting that back room, maybe the DIY, maybe, taking time to build that car up, or maybe getting to know somebody on a romantic level, like meeting somebody and getting to know them, And this is the best time for it, because in this period, you could implement, you could build, and then you could start to cement the things that you wanted to make happen. You could cement it, right? So that after lockdown, all you're doing is maintenance. It's like all the grafting that you said you couldn't do before due to whatever reasons, you can graft it now. We're in an age where there is technology, so you could, not everything requires you to physically be there. And then there are other things where, you can physically be there. I mean, you meet somebody new, you can take a walk out with that person in the park or whatever and just talk and connect outside of a phone or a tablet or an online situation. You can go outside and meet. You can't go and grab a coffee. No, but you can walk into a supermarket and pick up one of those Costa shots, whatever, in a can, and take a walk outside in some fresh air and talk and get to know that person, and connect and vibe. I mean, I ain't telling you to do anything else so you don't catch a fine. You know, if you're furloughed from work, you know, you can do an online course. There are so many online courses now that are going for stupidly cheap that maybe once upon a time you couldn't do. Like there was one that I found, neuro linguistic programming. It came down to something stupid like £6. And now I looked and it's like free. There are life coaching courses that you normally pay money for. It's now free. And there are probably other courses. There are other. If you're trying to be a social media influencer, there are so many courses now that are coming out that are stupidly cheap, right? And you've got the time to put in the graft and cement progress on that if you wanted to do that. Same thing before. If you were trying to tune up that car, or you were trying to paint that bedroom, or you were trying to redecorate or whatever, and you're on furlough, or you've just got more time on your hands, you can make it happen. You could put in the hard work now and graft hard and cement the things that you want to make happen so that when you come out of lockdown, it's pure maintenance. You might have to do a few things here or there, but you won't have to graft as hard as you were grafting before, as you would graft before, because you've done the work already when they were locking us down. And let's face it, this lockdown is stopping you from interacting or going to stores or being in large groups. It ain't locking you down. It ain't locking your life down. You may feel like your life's being locked down, but it's not. There are so many things you can do if you really want to do it. You could take that first step, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th step into that thing you wanted right now, and you can make it your thing. And no one can stop you. When you see that quote, be rewarded in public for what you practice in private, this is that time for it, man. This is the time for you to do that. I'm doing that right now. If I'm being honest with you, I'm doing that. I'm still working. I get to work from home, and I get to work in the office. Once or twice a week. But don't think I'm not grafting on the things that I want to make happen. That there are goals in my life that I want to make a positive, influential, significant impact in love life, career, hobbies. I'm doing it now. Like I literally got off a video call with my friend. I could have gone downstairs to continue watching, X-Men Dark Phoenix. But after having such a conversation, I just jumped straight back in here and I'm like, what, before I go down, I've got my ring light camera set up, I've got my microphone, I've got everything set up. All I really have to do is just turn on my phone and push play, push record, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? If I start doing this now and grafting on it, I'll cement it before a month. By the time they tell us it's time to come out of lockdown, I'll be cemented in this. Same thing with anything else. If I'm trying to talk to somebody on a romantic level and I'm getting to know them now, I'll put in the graft and cement it down now. So then afterwards, it's just enjoying the fruits of our labours to the point, in a much more appreciative manner anyway. So don't feel locked down because they said you're in a lockdown, because you're not locked down. You are limited on the certain things, the places you can attend, and the recreational things you would normally do that cost you money. But there are so many other things you can do, and there are so many things you can make happen now that you didn't think you could make happen before. I might have done a video on this last lockdown. I might not have. I probably would have done it, but maybe didn't impact anybody then like it would impact you now. Who knows? Who cares? The bottom line is this. You have time, if you wanted time, to make things happen. If you want it to happen. If you don't want it to happen, fair play, yo. Do what you're doing. It's not long. You know, when you come out, stay in the place you were before and complain that things ain't going the way you wanted, or complain you didn't have enough time, or it was too late. Like, do what you like. But if you're trying to make things pop, and you really do want certain things that you never got a chance to do before because of time, yo, make this time that time. Be rewarded in public for what you practice, do, implement, make happen, and cement in private. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a comment in the box below. Again, please hit the like, subscribe, share, and notifications bell. I'll be back on your screens real soon with another conversation or another thing to share. In the meantime, like I always say, live a life one step, one rep at a time. Think strong, be strong, and remember, impossible is nothing. Peace.